Excuse me, what a way to start the video off. Should have went to give me some more water, but hey. It is what it is. Let's talk about Detroit Lions upgrading at receiver. Most people don't like the receiver position. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Best way to support the channel is thumbs up the video, share the video, all that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, want to make a donation to the channel, thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you haven't. Make a financial donation to the channel. Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there is there as well too. Appreciate the love and support. But yeah, most people don't like the receiver position. Let's pull up. And I'll do a free agent version too. Let's see, we got the roster. Oh, shout out to Brave. Brave is the browser I used. So you look at the receiver position. You got Tyrell Williams, Say Surratt, Amon St. Brown, Khalif Raymond, more of a return guy, Damian Ratley, Brashad Perriman, Javon McKinney, Tom Kennedy, Cephas, Victor Bolin, Geronimo Allison. People forget we got him. Jonathan Adams. All right. I don't know much about the undrafted guys. The Adams, the St. Amon. I know about Brian guys. Say Surratt. All right. But I do know you got some outside guys. You got Crosby, you can play outside. Perriman can play outside. Geronimo Allison, you can play outside. Right? You can play those guys outside. And then you look on the inside, you're looking at St. Amon Brown, Quintez Cephas can play on the inside. So really, you got 4 receivers. But really, I think number 1 guy is going to be the Hockenson or Swift coming out the backfield. Just my opinion on that, right? Could be false, could be right. You got Raymond, who more of a return guy. Can't tell you much about Damian Ratley. Can't tell you much about Javon McKinley, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Can't tell you much about Victor Bolden. Can't tell you much about Jonathan Adams and so on, right? You know, but you see in situations where, you know, teams make the Super Bowl, they don't have great receiving cores. You look at some of Brady receiving cores, the Eagles receiving core. So, you know, a lot of times, I mean, who won the Super Bowl the last 2 times? This year you had Tampa, they had some great receivers. Last year, Kansas City had some great receivers. Let's see. I think New England the year before they had good receivers. So before that, you had the Eagles in Philadelphia, like I said. Or Rams in New England have a great receiving core there neither. You know, they had still had Gronk. He was, so you had Julian Edelman had a great game. Rex Burkhead, Gronkowski, Patterson, Hogan, White, Sonny Michel. Okay. Didn't have a great receiving core, like I said. Oh, my bad. Open up the window. Then you had Atlanta, New England beating Atlanta. Okay, they didn't have a great receiving core. So, I mean, like I said, you don't need a great receiving core. I think at the run game, if you ever run the ball, or if you ever have a very good quarterback who can thread the needle and put the ball on the line, you really don't need a great receiving core, okay? And, you know, obviously you got the offensive line. You know, you got good running backs. Probably going to add Gurley or somebody. But if you're talking about what's out there as far as on the block, you look at nobody in the division going to trade with us. You look at, you know, it's been rumors that Michael Thomas can get traded. And honestly, you know, Thomas is something different. You can line him up outside in the slot. He can run a route tree. I mean, he can get open, so even if he do get old, his game is not predicated on speed. So I don't think the Ohio State boy would be a bad get. You know, big contract. I mean, you can pull up his contract. Let's see what his 40 time was. 4.57. I thought he was a little slower than that, but yeah, look. Last year he played 7 games. So year before that he had almost over 1,700 yards, 149 receptions, 9 touchdowns. Never had 10 touchdowns, but he had 9 3 times, 5 once when he played. So he's a guy that he may not, another guy Barney Marks. He may not have the speed, But one thing about him, he gonna have the route running ability. He gonna run the right timing patterns. He's a true number one. You can line him up anywhere, and I think he can survive. Now, you're talking about just going down lists. Really, next naturally, same division, Julio Jones. He's another guy I think has some injury issues throughout his career. I mean, you can pull up Julio, but great, one of the better receivers. He's kind of in the Larry Fitzgerald, tree. What I mean by being a Fitzgerald tree, he's not a diva, not like T.O. Randy Moss. He ain't a diva. A lot faster, 4.38, older. Let's see when his brother was born. February. Okay, February 8th. And if you didn't know, his real name is Quintorris Lopez Jones. I know where you get Julio from. But he's played 16 games, 1, 2, 3, 4 times throughout his career. He's played. Only time he didn't play double digits was 5 and 13 and 9 last year. So everybody's talking about Julio not being healthy. He's been fairly healthy throughout his career. And last year in a bad year, he had 51 receptions, 771 yards, 3 touchdowns. A lot of people thought Matt Ryan wasn't good enough to get him the ball. You think about Julio, man. I think he deserves to go somewhere that win. I think for the Saints, they looking for the best compensation package for Michael Thomas. Great cap room, but I think they looking for a play. I think in general, Julio looking for a place that can win. You're talking about maybe Tampa, Chiefs, Seattle, 49er land, Lamar Jackson to Baltimore. Don't sleep on the Arizona Cardinals. They've been trying to get him. If the Cardinals will get him, they're going to let a receiver go. It's either going to be A.J. Green, the fast white guy they got. I forget, Andy Isabel. But I'm thinking that, Tennessee Titans, Buffalo Bills, Ravens. Don't sleep on the Miami Dolphins, even though they got a couple receivers. Patriots, Kansas City Chiefs. Denver Broncos. So don't be surprised if that happens. But yeah, Julio, great guy. I think he deserves to go somewhere that win. But in the NFL, you never can predict what win. And don't forget, this year he starting 17 games. So you get an extra week to bet. A lot of people actually do I bet. I really bet. I don't really never placed a bet on boxing, honestly. I love boxing. Check my other channel. I would talk boxing, all sports, good for the sports TV right on YouTube. But basketball, I lost some money. But football is my domain as far as betting. Football is what I prefer to bet. And you get 17 weeks to bet, prop bets, all that stuff. So that should be interesting. But I think Julio, for the most part, is a guy that's probably gonna go to a winner. Now you talk about Odell Beckham Jr., another guy that should have been in Detroit. I mean, honestly, we drafted Erica Ebron, I think, over him in Aaron Donald. He's 28 years old. About the same age as Michael Thomas. Then you think he's never played. Well, he played 16 games. He played 16 games twice. So you think of that him last year. I don't think Baker Mayfield can get him the ball the way he want to get the ball. So Eli Karma, but he had 1,000 yards his first year in Cleveland, 1,000 yards in 18, over 1,000 yards. First 3 years in the league, he had 1,300, 12 touchdowns. Second year, he had 1,450 yards, 13 touchdowns. Third year, he had 1,367 yards, 10 touchdowns. So I always thought that if he landed with Stafford, I thought he cared more about putting numbers up than winning. I think Detroit would have been a perfect place for him. Another guy could play inside, outside. Definitely a guy that could play on the outside predominantly, or the inside. I think honestly, I think honestly that'd be a good pick for the Detroit. But I think he's another guy that want to go in with good numbers. But yeah, he'd be perfect in Detroit. I mean, I think Jared Goff can get him the ball a little bit better than Baker Mayfield. But I think going out there with Stafford and the Rams would be great for him, man. Or going out there with Lamar, somebody like that. But I think he need to get the ball. I think Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Matt Stafford been better for him to get the ball. But yeah. Really out of the three, I think Michael Thomas fit the bill a lot better. I'm not sure about his contract. Well, let's see. Let's groove tonight. We should wait for it to pull up. There we go. So he has a potential out after this year. With inclusive over 22 million in dead money, 15, 18 next year. So I don't think it's a bad deal, but I think Michael Thomas would be a better fit just you know, what he brings to the table, contract. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all my social media links, subscription, reach out anytime you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my links there. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Let me know what you think in the comment section one time. Peace. All right, all my Detroit Piston fans and all my Detroit fans, all my Motor City Sports Talk fans, make sure you guys go check out Piston Mike. We got him over 100 followers. So make sure you check him out. Everything Pistons, man. He gonna hold it down and do his thing, just strictly on the Pistons thing. You know, I got the Lions and Pistons, but man, we always trying to help people get their channel up. Let's get them to 200 next, 300 next, 400 next, 500 next, and let's get them all the way to a rack so you can start making that bag. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you go over to Piston Mike as you see it on the screen. Let's get them to 200, then 300, then 400, then 500, and the whole shebang. Peace.